Hey folks, welcome to the Harmonica Man channel where we play harmonica, talk about harmonica and other musical things, and have a little bit of joking around and jackassery. Today we have Mr. ShadowKitty going to go through some different music stuff for us today. Go ahead and tell us all about it.
Well, the first thing I want to say is I quit my crappy job.
Oh boy. Excuse me.
My soul crushing factory job that I was punching a time clock at 8 in the morning. It's done. Last 8 months, my hands were getting so destroyed. I didn't want to play the guitar. So I'm hoping to change all that now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I had to do that too for health reasons, but you know, it just works out better anyways. I got more time to practice and all that stuff. It seems like.
So I got a part-time position doing something that's a little easier and not as frustrating. And I could start at 9:30 in the morning.
Right.
Wonderful, because I'm not a morning person.
Right. Yeah, I'm beginning not to be myself.
I
why?
I'm teaching music since like 1980. I'm used to work until 8 o'clock at night. So that's working.
Oh, right.
8 o'clock in the morning. It's like the other end of the spectrum for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and being musicians and everything too. You know, me too. I'm used to staying up at least until 11. You know, and so the nighttime janitorial was fine for me, except for that's the time when all the gigs were, and just before they all come crashing down. But
yeah. Well,
yeah, now just staying home, being just. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When I used to do gigs all the time, you play till like 2 in the morning, and by the time you get on the road and you're coming home, there's nothing but bread trucks and cop cars out on the road. You're out at like 4 in the morning.
Nothing but deer here.
So let me see how many people you got on here right now. Whoops. Oh, did I just?
We got a couple.
That was clumsy fingers. Hello, Paul. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to get back into playing again. I got both phases of my COVID shot 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago was my last COVID shot.
Oh boy.
So yeah,
I got mine Tuesday. So I got to get another one Tuesday. So in order to get some gas money, I'm probably going to go out into the woods. I don't know, a few miles from my house and pick some leeks and onions and try to sell them someplace. There was an ad on Craigslist, so I can get the gas money to go, 35 miles west of me, so I can get some, get my second one. And that's basically all the rest that I got to do this month that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
But, yep, run out of money.
So hopefully now the weather's getting nice again, and my wife is actually being very supportive of me going down and playing on the boardwalk because she sees the other street musicians on the boardwalk busking.
Yep, they're all starting up again. We had one in my town for the first time ever next to the grocery store today.
It's good. You can't squash the arts.
Right?
The arts thrive in desperate times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really do. And it's good to already be talented, when you get out there. There's so many musicians way more talented than I am out there doing stuff, and I feel a little bit nervous. So what I think I'm going to do is just bring my phone along with me or something and try to do some backing tracks and play along with it. I really don't have much else. You know, I don't want to share my songs or anything out there in the streets. Not until I get things all said and done and copywritten.
You can do all right with the harmonica backing tracks. If you got enough of them.
Yeah. Oh, I got like 150 of them. So
that's enough.
I got enough for a while.
Yeah.
I have to get a solar panel for my phone.
That would, you know, I worked with, used to teach with the drum teacher who had solar panels on his car, and they used to go out and jam, and they were powered by his car battery basically, and the solar panel assist.
Oh wow!
Imagine being able to drive out in the middle of nowhere, play electrically.
Yeah, I have an adapter to go on the cigarette lighter. That, you know, you can get AC out of it, but there's only like 2 plug-ins. But heck, if you're just 1 or 2 people, it'd be great. You know, get in a little minivan and get your instruments and go park someplace and start playing. That'd be great. And that's what I plan on doing if I can get any.
There was a thing
musicians.
that Volkswagen had several years ago. They're probably collectible now, but they, if you bought a Volkswagen, they threw in, there was a first act guitar and amplifier, and the amplifier plugged into the cigarette lighter, so you could take your music with you in your Volkswagen.
Huh. I'll be darned.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, they got a lot of neat ideas. Anyways, what you got for us today? Was you going to play something?
Yeah, I got to
teach
get
something.
I got to get out of this funk that I've been in for the past year. So yeah, I'm going to play something.
Okay, good. Yeah, and this is just, I mean, this isn't impromptu for us. Anybody's listening in. This is just not planned. We just said let's just do it. You know, and we'll wing it when we get there. I mean, this is, you know, this is a Harmonica Man channel, so you know, there's going to be jackassery going on, and that's just part of it. So
I guess
all right, yeah, whatever you got going on.
I'll play some blues, and because if it ain't written down, you can't make a mistake.
Right?
Can you hear that?
Yep, just fine.
Almost in tune. Down a half step, so E is actually E flat.
All right,
let's improvise a little bit of blues. This is my resonator guitar, and
yeah, wow,
not familiar with the resonator guitar. It's brass with the nickel type coating, and these were made.
I apologize for the loud traffic.
Oh, these were made popular. The blues guys in the 30s used these things because they were loud, and when they were playing on street corners, they needed as much volume as they could get. And do you remember the Paul Simon song "Graceland"?
I do not.
There's a line in there. It says, "Mississippi skyline shining like a national guitar." So this is what a national guitar is. It's shiny.
Oh wow.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just going to play. I have no idea. It's going to be as much of a surprise to me as it is to you because I have no idea what's going to come out. So I'm going to start.
Okay. Just play.
So here we go. It was a
Wow,
surprise
that
to
was
me.
excellent. That brought me back. That really did.
Oh, another thing.
Brought me back to
This thing
playing
weighs like a tank.
for the guys in North Carolina when I was young.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with good old
Oh, I'm
12-bar
sure.
blues. Could do that all night.
Mm-hmm. Could you imagine standing on the street all afternoon doing that? Just standing there holding that darn thing up. You'd need one hell of a belt to hold it up, you know, so your arms just wouldn't get tired.
Yeah, I have straps.
Yeah, I'm borrowing a guitar from my cousin, and he came over the other day, and he was wailing on it, and he broke a string on it. So I'm like, oh crap! Now I got to buy strings so I can practice on it. It's supposed to be here for me to practice on, but seems like everything the guy touches, he kind of breaks. So I'm still stuck without a guitar this whole time, and I'm like, just take it home, switch the strings. Oh no, let's just wait. It'll be here when I come back. It's in the way. I live in a tiny house. Either put strings on it or take it home. One of the two. You know, if I can't play it, then no need for it to be sitting around the house.
Yeah, my house is pretty small,
You
too.
know, it's just.
And I've been talking about buying a xylophone. That's the one effect that job had was in the place that was building xylophones, and that is like, gee, I think I want to get one of these things. My wife's like, no, there's no room.
Right. You can get a wall-mounted one and just stand there.
Well, there's a table.
Treat it like a Japanese drum.
There's a 3-octave tabletop one. It doesn't have the resonators or anything on it. It's just and it can sit on a regular keyboard stand. And when you're not using it, you can just lean it up against the wall. Put it with my guitar case.
It's a good way. Yeah, I got to figure out something else. I got a big old pile of electronics and amps and stuff. Well, it's not big, but for my house, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
I got to tone it down a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I have my graveyard of technology up in the storage area. So old amplifiers that aren't quite working and extra speakers and stuff.
Yeah, I think every musician has a stash like that. You know, anybody who's serious.
Yeah. And then I've got some poor sick instruments too, like broken flutes and violins and stuff that are living under the bed.
Oh.
The flute,
I'll
probably turn the flute into a lamp. Be easier to turn the flute into a lamp than to try to make a playable flute again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to get a flute. I want to get a lot of things actually, but you know, I can't afford instruction. My Jason Ritchie, he was telling me that, you know, Skype keeps texting him to get a hold of me and stuff, but I quit Skype a couple months ago because you know, they actually want to charge me for the account, and they usually take the money out a few days before you ask them to, so you know, it always comes up short in my account. So I'm just going to wait for a little bit. But then, you know, he wants like $75 an hour, and I can't afford that.
Wow.
So I get free instruction on his videos online, you know. I support him through Patreon and stuff, and I do fine. I can already play fine, you know, for being on the street or in the band or something. I'm just not, you know, real phenomenal or nothing to where, you know, people are going to take a look at me. You know, around here, I can't team up with a musician to save my life. Even the guys who want me on their records and stuff like that, they can't be found. So I don't know what the hell their deal is. I really don't. It's weird.
$75 an hour, huh?
Yep.
Jeez, I only get 50.
Well, he's one of the top players. Yeah, he's one of the top players on the planet.
The reason I can't get more money than
most of the other guys charge
I'm
like
doing is because this place is lousy with music teachers. You can't swing a cat without hitting a music teacher around here.
Oh, right.
So I gotta stay.
Yeah, you'll have to do it all online.
Yeah. Oh, here's good news. This everything just timed out like a TV movie. You know, I got this. My wife set me up with a Zoom interview with this person to work part-time, and I did the Zoom interview at lunchtime. I went back to work, and my coworkers were like looking at me. I'm like, I got it. But that same day, I got a call from the music store that I was teaching out of, and she says, I know you said you didn't really want to teach piano anymore, but I know you want to come back at some point, but our piano teacher is sick and she's going to have to quit. So if you want to come back, we can start you up immediately. You have a full day waiting for you. I'm like, oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be able to go back and start teaching again.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I had to stop because, you know, you're working in small rooms, and like and half of my schedule was band students, wind instruments. So I can't sit in a 5x7 room with people not only not wearing masks, but blowing furiously. So that's
through their
I figure that's not a very safe,
it's
risky
impossible
environment. But now it's now not so risky. You know, I got my pokes. Now I just got to wait for the schools.
Yeah, I make sure. Yeah, when people are around me, I make sure they keep their distance. Even in my tiny house, I'm on one side of the house and they're by the door.
Right.
That way they can have every little thing right there in the corner, plug in, and then say, "Okay, you're standing right there."
Yeah.
And
we haven't had anyone in our
very
house.
few people.
There's been no one in my
Go ahead.
No one in my house for the last 13 months. Over 13 months now. The last student I had in here was March 12th of last year. So you can kind of imagine how much money I've lost. I mean, I wasn't making a lot of money out of lessons in the house, but if you consider, $75 to $100 a week, 60 weeks, it's like
that helps.
Yeah, it adds up. So I took a hit there. So hopefully everything will start to reverse itself. So at least working in the factory, I was able to pay off all the debts that I had, the credit card debts and car payments and property taxes and all that crap. So.
Right. Yeah, I got I got a Twitch account and what TikTok account because a lot of people have suggested it to me, just doing short videos and stuff and send them out there. But I haven't really got on board with it yet. I don't know how they work. And you know how it is when you're busy practicing or trying to learn, get something new going on or even get your old system that you had rolling along just to put out the content and the value or whatever. I mean, that's tough enough, much less the extra little diddlies like that. You almost need a servant to go around and do your dishes and laundry for you just so you can just concentrate on that one thing,
Yeah.
And I don't have that. I can't get somebody to take me to the ER around here.
That's frightening.
It's pretty sick.
That's one reason I wouldn't want to live out in the boondocks.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. It's at night it's nice and peaceful. I got a white wolf coming around now and visiting me. So keeping the rabbits and deer down from eating my little shrub trees and stuff next to the house. So the numbers are down. It's equaling out. And we've seen each other a few times when I was out on my walks. And he just minds his own business and I just mind mine. And that's fine.
I gotta walk over here and see if there's anything in the chat. Wow, you are good. Wow, thank you.
Yeah, I should be putting this stuff. I'm sorry, everybody. I should be putting this stuff up here. You know,
That's
like,
okay. I'm having fun.
like that.
Yeah.
Today's not. Excuse me. Sorry for that. I'm really not concentrating that well today. You know what? I forgot to go down and get my daily iced tea because I was hanging clothes out on the line. It's like 50. Well, it looks like it's about 52 degrees now. So
Iced tea.
things are a little bit out of schedule. It really helps out for that afternoon jolt, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I sometimes fade out in the afternoon. No, not fade out. I pass right the fuck out when I got done working.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon for me, and I'm starry-eyed, and I need to take a 20-minute nap or something at least just to continue on through the rest of the day. And a lot of it's because of that shot that I just got too on Tuesday. I've been, achy and stuff, and it was like yesterday afternoon. It took me like 2 or 3 days to walk again. My legs were so shaky and everything. I couldn't hardly pull myself up off the ground. So I stayed in bed for a few days here. For the most part.
And
but now the symptoms are dissipating. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's okay. I'm stronger for it today.
Yeah. I didn't have a whole lot of reactions. I did, we walked around in the woods after I got my second shot, and I came home and just totally crashed out. And I was thinking, like, I'm okay. I'm not really seeing any kind of reactions. But I was sitting there with my wife watching TV, and I'm looking around. She goes, "What are you looking for?" Oh, she said it was the next day. I'm looking for my sweater. She goes, "Your sweater? It's 79 degrees in here." It's like, I guess I got some chills.
Yep. Yep, I've been doing that too. But yeah, it's really hard with this stuff going on, having the energy to even play music, much less, set up a show and, the camera and lights and all that other stuff. It's a lot making a homemade studio and moving half your house around because, you're in a, tiny space or whatever, and you got to make it, look good so your audience can enjoy your content. And it's just, it's like, blah, don't want to do it now. I've been tempted to postpone shows and everything, but I'm like, nope, I'm gonna muscle through it, and we're gonna enjoy ourselves and get this done and have a damn good time.
Yeah, I've really, over the last year, I lost all my motivation to practice, and some of my musician coworkers are saying the same thing. It's like, I don't have any incentive to practice. All the gigs tanked. It's like, what am I practicing for? I'm not going to play anywhere. So, very therapeutic for me to be here tonight, Randy.
Yeah, it's just like when everybody lost their jobs, liquor prices or sales have went up through the roof because of this COVID thing. No responsibility. We can get drunk every day of the week now and don't got to worry about going to work.
Yeah, I turned into God's own drunk over the past year. A chunk, a drunk, and a monk. Yeah. Turned into all three of those.
Yeah, same here. I'm starting to lose weight now that I stopped drinking the past couple of weeks. So I lost about 5 or 6 pounds.
That's good. I gotta.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to. Same here. Yeah, I'm getting ready to amp things back up basically and start a schedule on practice and lessons and everything, and try to bring better quality to everybody. And just as soon as I can get some damn energy and get a lot of other things out of the way. Right now, it's just been, I don't know. It's been snowing here. Today's the first day the sun's been out in like 3 or 4 days, and it's been snowing.
Really?
Here. So I hadn't been able to do even chores. Yeah, and it's just been dark and gloomy, and the internet hasn't been working properly. So I'm like, man, I can't really do too much. So I made a couple of short videos and and stuff. I just haven't really done too much because of, the tiredness and all that shit. But, it'll make you stronger, and it'll,
Yeah.
once we get past this little stage, we'll get back to some sort of normalcy and energetic strength and get out there and actually create something good. So not long now.
Yeah, I'm confident that a lot of things that have been happening in 2021 are seemingly reversing the previous trend. So cautiously optimistic now.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. I just don't know where to go yet to do things, and the only good places to do some busking, there's only one or two places, where traffic even walks along, and it's like bum fight down there. People are acting like you're going to steal their 50 cents and explaining to you, I got to pay the bills, got to pay the bills. Like, well, you shouldn't be expecting to make money out here then.
Yeah.
If that's the expectancy, then you're doing something wrong. Nobody's going to steal your 50 cents. Go ahead, do your thing. Yeah, so it's strange around here. There's not a whole lot to do, really. Then you know that I've been wearing that fedora and stuff just out and about too. People look at me like I'm weird, which is cool. It's just that they're not expecting it around here. Everybody wears one of these, here in farm country.
Yeah,
and even in
a
the
bunch
other,
of years ago,
the bigger towns, they do that.
I was in my girlfriend's town. This is before my wife, and I forget, it was a pizzeria or something. I got out and I said, I feel like everybody was staring at me. And she goes, they were. Nobody around here wears a beret. Everybody here wears baseball caps. You stood out. Oh, okay.
Right. Yep. I bought one on Amazon, but it was like 6 sizes too small, so I just gave it to the neighbor and said, here, do give it to the grandkids or something like that. I'm sure they'd like playing with it.
Yeah.
It's just cheap Amazon one, but I can't find them to save my life around here. I really can't. And I need a decent beret, look good, just so I'm not shining bald here in the camera. And that's about it,
Yeah.
Just to look decent.
Well, I still got some hair, but
yeah, getting thinner, eh?
Yeah, and grayer.
I've been shaving mine. I haven't today, but I've just been keeping up with it. There's no sense in for me to keep it because it just looks like I don't know, something Cliff.
Yeah. Like, I can't grow my hair long anymore because the hairline has receded, and gray hair is a little bit different in texture than normal hair. It's like flat. So if I grow my hair out, I look like a Sesame Street character, just growing straight at the top.
Oh, really?
Straight at the top of my head.
It looked like one of them pencil trolls, huh? Yeah, I hear you. Mine's getting really gray too. But I got a couple more of these coming in the mail too. Different colors. I got one that's
nice.
One that's purple and one that's blue, I think. I'm not sure. The guy's gonna. I'll get them in the mail this next week. I'll put them online here, show everybody.
Yeah.
Just the combs. That's all I got. But really cool company.
So this is my Spanish guitar. Came from Spain.
Oh, cool.
So how about I'm going to play a little piece of Spanish music.
That'd be great. Wow, that was awesome. I
Thank
love
you.
Spanish guitar.
That's
Just
called
absolutely love it.
romanza, or Spanish romance.
Oh.
It was written by Anonymous.
And
Yeah, it's one of those traditional things like green sleeves.
right.
Yeah, I could definitely feel.
Yep, I'd love to play stuff like that. Yeah. Oh yeah. You need to strengthen that up, don't you?
What I was doing at work was really just destroying my hands, like making xylophone mallets. Like, when you cap a bottle of soda, you take a screw, the cap, and you twist it on. That's kind of what I was doing with
Yeah.
xylophone mallets. But your hands are under constant pressure, and you really
Oh.
got to like wrench the thing down. And you do that like 150 times in a row, and your hands are shot. So
Right.
I even told my
Yep,
supervisor,
and it's all one movement too, so the carpal tunnel factor might kick in eventually.
Yeah, some of that stuff was happening. I was getting some weird numbness on this finger, and I think it was just because a nerve was getting pinched from holding the xylophone sticks. I told my supervisor, I said,
I've had that happen.
I'm not going to be here in the long run. He goes, oh, I know. I said, this is really rough on my hands. If I stay here inside of 2 years, I'm never going to be able to play the guitar again. He goes, no, that's not worth it. Not for this job. So I got out while I could.
Yes. Assembly line stuff is for people who have no skills, really.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of one of those people, but I do have some other kind of skills. Unfortunately, I don't qualify right now because of my health. I can't go out there and be the drill sergeant anymore, and keep up, with physical labor or anything like that. So I'm just, I'm not whining about it or anything like that because life is real good now. I mean, I get to do the music thing finally. My dream. I get to live it, but just not out in public yet. But we'll get there.
Of course, the little guy's got to come in and say hello.
Yeah. I was thinking about adopting a cat, but then I thought, you know what? I probably ought to just stick to what I thought about last time I had a pet. It's not fair to a pet with my lifestyle because a lot of times I'm gone for days at a time, across the country with different meetings here and there. And who knows if I go on the road or whatever, I gotta be able to afford the thing, take it to the vet, be home for it, all that stuff. And it's just not that it's a pain in the ass for me, but it'd just be unfair to leave an animal neglected, all day long. I don't like that idea. The animal sitting home in a hot house, just waiting. It's not fair.
But they are great companions. This is my best little buddy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Go on.
But I can get out there and do things on the road and go see some sights and actually play some music.
Yeah.
I don't know how the hell I'm going to pull that one off. So there's just nothing here. It's so damn frustrating. And the one person that was kind of talented in my town, he's down in Nashville right now. Everybody leaves here, but nobody does any work to, get anybody else going also.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's a selfish little town.
I grew up in a very rural area, and being musical, I wanted to be in the hubbub of things. And now that I've experienced the hubbub of things, I go back and I look at where I grew up, and it's like, oh man, I miss all that wide open space and peace and quiet. And
hearing the crickets at night and animals howling in the distance.
Actually, that's one
hearing
thing.
The thunderstorm coming and
one
no traffic.
thing that I don't miss about being in the country where I was living was in August, there would be such a cacophony of crickets and locusts and katydids, and everything was deafening.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just that high pitch.
There was a couple of times that
searing right through your brain, just like a drill bit.
Yeah, you're lying there and you're trying to sleep, and you're next to your bedroom window, and you hear all this. And there was a creek where I was, so it was just 10 times more because of that, because all the marine type stuff. But it'd be a couple of times that I would just lie there and listen to all this, and I get so fed up, I would just stick my head out the window and go, "Shut up!" And all of a sudden, dead silence, and then you'd hear, just go right back up again.
Yep, I've experienced that same thing. It's funnier than hell.
Yeah, but it was just frustrating then. It's
I was thinking about, they do that with heat lightning too. They'll shut up for a few seconds and then, and you can judge how far away it is just by how many seconds they stop peeping. But I was thinking, man, if I can rig up a strobe light or something, point it towards the trees and swamp, that, just let it go off every once in a while, just slowly, kind of like a Christmas light thing. That might do the trick.
That's an interesting concept.
I'll have to experiment with that and find out. I have to find out. I have to experiment one of these days. Right now, it's about the music. It's almost fire pit season too, where I can get out there and sit around the fire and make some videos for everybody.
Oh yeah.
So I'll probably be doing that. I know people who's been doing that already, but they've been looking for Bigfoot sounds and shit like that. So it's like, nah, I just want to play music. I'll let you guys do the Bigfoot stuff. I'll get some actual content.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm ready to bust a move on getting the laptop and start to try to be a content provider.
Yeah, I think you should. I think it'd be great, and concentrate on just the sound stuff. too. Make sure you get something really compatible.
Yeah.
There's a lot to it. I don't understand. There's a lot to it.
Yeah, I'm still just I'm here on my phone, like always. But yeah, I'm outgrowing the phone now. I gotta get a legitimate with a good mic and a good camera and everything.
Right. Yep. Plug all that stuff in. And I thought I had a good YouTube camera to where I can do live like this, but it will not work. I mean, I can do videos and I can download them, but it won't do live streams. It'll shut right off. So I have no idea what to do. I got another one in the attic, and it's an old one, but it doesn't have any batteries. So maybe I can just look up the serial number and get some batteries online and, do it that way. Or just leave it plugged in for when I'm doing this. And that way I can get like HD quality. But it seems like this little camera here right on the laptop is just fine for doing stuff like this.
You're nice and clear.
Good. I was wondering about that. So yeah, it's not too bad. This is the top of the line Dell I got about 8 years ago or 9 years ago. It was like $1,500. I got it on QVC for like $800. They were doing a sale on it, and then after the first year or whatever, the tests like word programs and stuff like that were fading out, and I went and bought the actual programs at Best Buy, and then I upgraded the computer a little bit, and it's been running just like this ever since. Just go get it debugged once in a while, and the little shit that I got to do is just fine.
Yeah. So when are we going to get you into the chromatic harmonica?
I don't know. I've been dreaming about it. I don't know. Literally, I have been dreaming for about the past week of actually playing in concert the chromatic harmonica.
Well, with your playing style, and everything, this is what I would recommend: the Hohner CX12. This is not a paid endorsement. I actually just use this myself. But these things are great because, like, you can bend notes on it. Whereas I try to bend notes on some of my other harmonicas, they're kind of, it's kind of brutal.
Here, I'm going to minimize my screen for just a second, and I'm going to look on. I don't know if you can see it the way that is now, but I'm going to look up on Amazon to see if it's on my wish list. So I think I got it on the wish list already. I am not quite sure. Oh, come on. I'm going to have to expand this real quick. I can't do the screen sharing on this side either. So you can probably still see me fine though, can't you?
I see you here, yeah. I don't know what's going on the actual computer world.
Okay. I got a Super X for $629, but I got a couple other ones, the Chrometas and Chromatics, a few $100 a piece, but I don't have. I'll put that on there.
That would be my recommendation. From having
write it down
so many times. Yeah, CX12. That's the ticket. Boy, this music room is such a mess. I'm looking around for stuff. Stuff just keeps disappearing.
Well, that's why I got a green screen. My house is just cluttery. There's nothing I can do with it. Go to use another thing, I just, stack it somewhere else and get the thing underneath and use it. That kind of thing.
I got to show you a picture here. See if I can hold this up. This is a picture of me in front of vegetarian restaurant that I played at for about 2 years with the owners. So you can see, this is what I look like when I was, can you see that? Is that clear enough? Or is it too much glare?
It's clear enough, but it's not centered. But yeah, there you
Which
go.
way am I moving?
Okay.
That's what my beard looked like before it turned.
Other direction. Right. Yeah. Pretty close. Yeah, there you go. Right there.
That's what my beard looked
Are
like
you the one on the left?
before it turned gray. And
yeah,
my old
I got a pretty small screen here too, so I can't tell. What the hell is this? Oh, I see. The little dots and everything in the squares are confusing me because I already got the control panel. I don't need to tell on myself here. This is weird. This technology. Anyways, back to music, I guess.
Yeah.
I wonder, does anybody have any questions in the chat?
Ugh.
And I'll put them up there, and MrShadowKitty here is probably going to play us something else before we start shutting her down.
Okay. I'm going to play, I think this was from 1930, maybe. It's the Darktown Strutter's Ball. So.
Excellent.
Thank you.
I really like that.
Oh, I'm still in the fumbly finger stages. That's probably going to take about
it's tough getting back into it.
It's probably going to take about a month. It's probably take about a month just to get my knuckles back in shape again. My hands got so damaged.
Get some ambidextrous back, or whatever you call it.
What's that?
You get some what do you call it, limberness or whatever back?
Yeah, I got to get limbered up again. Dexterity. My dexterity has suffered.
Yeah.
My chops have suffered.
Yeah, same here. I'm having I've been hacking up a lot of stuff too, so it's been really hard for me to breathe.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And that's been a problem too. I just have all kinds of symptoms, and they just don't have enough space on the little card to put, what you got. So if you have symptoms, write down which one. Well, I got multiple symptoms, for Pete's sakes, and every one of them got a long name. You should just number them or something, But yeah, I'm getting better. So It's a real nice evening. I got to get the clothes off the line and probably go for a walk in the woods and see if I can't find some wild leeks and ramps and things like that. And if anybody, not trying to say anything, but in the description below, if I forgot to put the description here. No, I don't think I did. I got the description below. Support me on, whatever. It all helps. PayPal would probably be the best. And I hate begging for money and stuff like that. So it's up to you. I don't really give a shit. I'm going to go out and earn it somehow. Just mentioning it, because that seems to be what YouTubers do. They support me. That's how I'm making my money. I freaking hate begging for money. But there it is anyways, if you got the inclination to do so.
Remember
okay, is there any last thoughts before we...
I have no thoughts. If I'm thinking to be dangerous.
Oh. Me. Same here. What were you saying? Somebody who what?
Oh, somebody on a stream a while back talking about money and support and said, I think we're just passing the same $20 around over and over again. Somebody sent somebody $20 and then somebody else has got, I need this. It's the same 20s being thrown.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Circulating through the community.
Right.
Well, I'd like to thank you for having me on tonight.
On that note, oh yeah, it was my pleasure as always. I'm sorry. Excuse me. If I'm gonna blank myself out so I can scratch my damn eye, and if you have anything to shill or anything to say, you go right on ahead.
I think I'm pretty good at this point. Gotta do not much else.
Okay.
You're about ready to wind it up, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to do a little bit shorter shows right now, just because of the health.
Right.
things.
Yeah.
I can't last that long.
Yeah.
Oh, there I am.
Well, hopefully your health will improve with the weather.
It's just, yeah, I hope so, and hopefully I'll get out and get some oxygen going too, and get these stiff muscles going. I'll have a little bit more energy and a little bit more time, all that stuff, because daylight. But okay, on that note, I am going to end the broadcast, and I'm going to mute you out for a second. And everybody, stay safe. The Harmonica Man loves you. And as always, remember,